A world premiere. A world premiere. A world premiere.
What's up, y'all? It's your man Jay Sands, Sensei on Sports Season 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know how we do it. How you doing, Sensei?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. How you doing?
Yo, I'm not getting no height on my chair, man. I'm not a short dude. Hold on. My chair up, yo. Yeah. So how your week going, bro?
Hey, man, like everything going good. My fantasy squad 2 weeks straight I lost on my but I don't play for no bread though. I ain't playing for bread, but I lost 2 weeks straight on some last week I missed a bye on one of my receivers. This week I lost because Kelsey ain't getting no dap so much. But yeah, man, other than that, everything's moving, things is happening, and we up here today. Man, he was dipped off.
That was me going to get the HDMI cord. You feel what I'm saying? Because we don't got the logo. We gotta have the Sensei logo in the back, bro. It's nothing. That's a fact, yo. We need the Sensei in the back.
Dirty jerseys.
Boom. But yeah, man, I just been chilling, dude. Like I said, I got this new puppy, and it's taking over my life. So I just been taking care of this 11-week-old puppy, man. You know, going outside, walking it every damn hour.
That's the shit I don't want to do. That's why I ain't got no doggy. I ain't trying to get up in the morning and walk shit.
A lot of work.
But he got a little toy dog, but he ain't like a big dog.
Yeah, it ain't no.
Yeah, my man.
Voila. This is what we need. Let's stay on sports. That's what whoa. Let's do that. There we go. Yeah, wild, right?
Okay, wild.
So we have a special guest on Sensei on Sports, number 62. Who's number 62 this week, Sensei?
See, now you got me on that one. I'm trying to think.
Gotta be a lineman.
There's always gonna be a lineman. We're in the 60s now.
Gotta be a lineman.
Gotta be guard or center.
And I don't know. We try to find a famous sports figure to coincide with the with the episode. And we usually should do this before the episode, so we just
I looked the other time.
But number 62, shoot, man, we'll get back to it. We have a special guest this week on number 62, and it is my man Tamal from Connecticut via Pittsburgh. You dig it? You know what I'm saying? So, welcome to the show, my brother. And how are you doing?
Thank you for having me, man. I'm pumped about this. El sent me some of the joints you're gonna talk about, so I'm ready to go, man. I'm a live wire right now. I got 3 shows. I got this one, then I got Brother Jay right after this, and then I go live with somebody else at text. So let's
yeah, you man. Okay, well, can I get a 20-second bio about yourself, please? Let people know what's going down.
My name's Tamal. We got our thing going called Carrying the Culture. We pump. You see the logo in the background, you can barely see it. All 4 elements, that's what we push. Been a part of this shit since, as far as like active since 82. This hip hop shit, do a lot of other different things. And aside from that, but from a hip hop level, been doing this for a long time. Been a part of this in some capacity, and just kind of switch gears to like the industry interview, media type shit about 5 or 6 years ago, but always been into sports, and hip hop go hand in hand. So always been into sports. So like, that's why I'm like, I just did a show. I told you, I just did a show with Breeze Brewing, doing a preview on the NBA season. And it was dope. So yeah, man, we're just getting after it though. We got a lot of interviews. That was our first interview for our show, and we're on episode 69. So, and just trying to make moves, man, like everybody, man, using these platforms to do what we do, man. So,
Yeah. Congratulations. Now, what are your favorite teams starting with football?
All right. So when we talk about these teams, it's gonna be all over the place because I'm a product of divorce and moving around a lot. So in my early years before I settled down in CT. So as far as football, I was going back and I hate saying this shit. I was going back and forth for summers to visit my father in Cleveland.
Okay.
And they were, if you're old, they were good in the 80s and you remember them niggas.
Right.
That's all right. Ernest Biner, that's all right.
There's all right. You Pittsburgh. We should just cut that out. So I was going back and forth to Cleveland. So I fuck with the Browns, and because I lived in Philly for like 10 years. So I was always fucking with Philly back when I was little too. I just like the colors. So Philly, and the Browns, and for me it's but I always say I'm a closet Browns fan because them niggas is
yeah. Are they getting rid of OBJ?
They need to get rid of Baker. That nigga is trash. Baker's trash. He's fool's gold, man. And yo, if you're an NFL quarterback, you can throw when there's no pressure. You pressure that nigga, he's like 2 for 96, man. He QBR of -80. Fuck that nigga.
Yeah, he fooled everybody with the TikTok dance. He did TikTok dance. They thought he was Jesus. Fuck Baker. Fuck Baker, man. Fuck all right,
Baker.
What about hoop? What's your favorite hoop?
All right. I lived in LA from 78 to 81. I'm a diehard Lakers fan. I used to go to the Forum, saw Worthy, like Lakers all day. Like, period.
That's your thing. What about baseball?
Baseball, Yankees.
Yeah.
Just I mean, I was an hour and a half from New York City, so and so Connecticut is split between Boston and New York. And I grew up in Hartford, but I ended up living a lot in New Haven. So the center, like in Hartford, is split right in half. Like New York influence, Boston, or Patriots, all that shit. The farther you go south in Connecticut, the more New York it is, the more New York influence. It's all New York teams. But so Yankees, and again, I'm a closet Cleveland Indians fan because I used to go to the game show. They played in Municipal Stadium. That shit was big as fuck. It was like 30 people in there. You can hear the whole fucking hear the echo. So, but I fuck with the Evil Empire though. You know what I'm saying?
People sleep on Connecticut. People don't understand how close Connecticut is to New York, and it gets real groovy up there. Matter of fact, isn't Big Mike up? DJ Big Mike, isn't he up in Connecticut?
There's a DJ Big Mike. There's people do sleep, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's and hell no. I mean, I rep that shit hard. People think I'm from New York. I'm like, yo, I'm from Connecticut. New York ain't give me no love either.
Niggas lick shot.
I can say this from back in the day. I can say this back in the day. I knew cats when I was younger that lived in Connecticut. I knew my man. He grew up in New Haven, but he would always tell me. And not until I started going up there, I found out what Bridgeport was about. And bro, most of the time on the news, something happened. Most of the time it's Bridgeport. All the time.
Listen, the per capita per resident is high because of areas like Greenwich, Westport, and shit like that. But the cities are all poor. They're all bankrupt. The schools are all run by like private companies and shit. It's all just like everywhere else, man. You know what I'm saying? Hood is hood.
Gotcha. Well, what sports did you play growing up in Connecticut?
Hell, you froze?
No, I'm good.
You man?
Yeah, we here. Don't. Oh. Yeah, the internet connection is. Yeah, we gonna keep rocking. It's just gonna be some freezing.
Let's go.
They be freezing on CNN, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. What sports did you play growing up in Connecticut?
So I've always basketball is my favorite sport, but I've been 5'8" since I was like 7 years old. So that shit didn't work out once I got to high school.
Gotcha.
And you know what I'm saying? So I was a point guard, but it wasn't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? That shit wasn't gonna work. So I've always played ball, but I stopped playing competitively my freshman year of high school. But my main thing was track and soccer. I was a fast nigga. So like I got to like states, and I got my. I should show you. I fucking made states in long jump, states in states in yo. You remember so if you're football fans, if you're real football fans, you should remember Bucky Jones. Remember Bucky Jones?
Yeah, from Michigan.
No, he went to Syracuse.
Okay, got you.
He played for the Patriots, got the interception and
okay, I'm thinking of running back. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of running back.
Remember, so he played for New Britain High School. This nigga was like 6'2", 230. Like I was a sophomore.
Yeah.
This was senior year. He was a senior. He was always diesel. This nigga ran for like 300 yards on us and like 10 carries and shit. Like this, one of them niggas you knew was just gonna be like,
yeah,
he gonna be in the league. Him quick. So, track was my thing.
Yeah.
But then I started smoking the weed a little too much. I had a possible scholarship to Florida and Arkansas. And they hit me up my sophomore year. They were like, just keep doing what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? And but I kept doing what I was doing and
slows you down. Well, this is what I want to ask you. Go ahead, please, go ahead.
Well, no, that thing was soccer was my thing, but I thought I was really good at soccer. But then I got to high school my freshman year, and everybody quit, and I quit to play football, which was a terrible mistake. Because I'm not a big nigga. Yeah. So, and I got rocked.
You gotta have stamina to play soccer. Like I remember doing football practice. We would practice football, and the soccer players would just be running around the football field. I'm like, do they practice? These dudes just running laps all day.
That's all they do is run.
That's all they do is run laps. Like I don't want that. I want no part of that. Woo.
Yeah. So I thought the playground football was going to translate to real football.
No. Me too. I had matter of fact. No, I'm gonna save it for another episode because we're on time schedule. But what I want to ask you is, something that we do is called Back When I Played Ball. Do you have a story for back when you was getting it in? You was the man or whatever.
Fuck yeah, I got stories.
Back when I played.
Shit. Well, so again, I was nice with the soccer, man. I mean, your boy was nice, man. And so one game. This was 8th grade. This was actually 8th grade, and and again, this was back then, they were outside of the United States. But
right.
But as far as even the United States, everyone wasn't fucking with that. Like now, it's the most popular youth sport over any sport right now. So I was nice with that shit. We had a game, and fucking, I was lighting these niggas up, yo. As far as I had 3 goals and 2 assists. I remember, so I had 1 goal. So I told anybody can understand sports. Started the shit off. I was like, yo, I'm gonna send it back to the sweep, but the defensive dude. I said, I'm gonna take off. Just like a fucking, basically a Hail Mary pass or something. I'm gonna take off. Send it, I got you. He sent it, placed it right in front of me, fake one nigga out, boom. So then, a couple minutes later, I'm running around, I hear the coach, you guys, get 20. What are you doing? He's killing you. Get 20, get 20. Scored another goal off a corner kick, and then I got the hat trick. I was lighting them niggas up, and then I had a couple more games like that, and I made the All-Star team. I had two things in the All-Star team, and I could play football. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so when you was younger, when did you start playing?
I started playing in 6th grade, but it was just a natural thing for me. Like I'm a dancer, b-boy, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
I'm always, so like I can fake niggas out. I mean, like again, we played in the Sandlot, man. I scored 8 touchdowns, nigga. My shit be clean, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But again, that shit didn't translate. But like, so it was because of the speed and the quickness. I mean, that's always been my thing in any sport. Like, I mean, when we played basketball, I have like 10 steals on niggas, man. And I can jump through the roof. Niggas don't think that. So then I be catching reads on niggas and like, you know what I'm saying? But basketball is just, I just didn't grow, man.
Yeah. So we say you can't teach speed and you can't teach height. You cannot teach. Well, check this out, man. You heard the horn a little prematurely while I was eating my soup. Jay Sands is on a soup diet because he went to go see the dentist yesterday. The dentist put his foot in my ass, so I can't chew for a couple of days. So I'm just doing my little soup. You know what I mean? Diet.
Get that liquid diet.
Yeah, liquid. Now check this out. What came out today? We're going into quarter 2. That was the end of. Matter of fact, let me hit the horn again. That's the end of the first quarter. Going into the second quarter, and starting the second quarter, I want to talk about what happened today to my Cincinnati Bearcats, who are number 2 in the nation, but were left out of the college football playoffs. I don't understand it, but regardless, that came out today, and we can go into that in the picks. I don't know. We ain't got to go. I'm upset about it.
Who's number one? Who's number one?
The thing is,
Georgia's number one. And then
only win
Cincinnati out of the how they gonna lead the number 2 team out of the college football playoff?
The only win was against Notre Dame, man. They play against the AAC in the AAC. They play fucking junior high school niggas.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I'm saying? That's it. I mean, I'm not saying they're not a nice team. They beat, so fun facts. I was born in South Bend, Indiana. Grew up a Notre Dame fan. My grandmother worked in the cafeteria at the University of Notre Dame. I went to the Blue Hose football camp in '88. Got a signed football. Got a signed football from the '88 championship team. That's my squad.
Right.
And they beat and Cincinnati beat them, but that's the only signature win on their resume. They playing Pop Warner niggas.
And they definitely said that. So, and you know, I'd have picked them a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? Even that where they played Notre Dame, I told you they were gonna beat them. But
Jay saying they playing the Hazelwood Pop Warner team.
They playing the Garfield.
They playing the Garfield, Pittsburgh.
Oh man, look, that's not what I wanted to get into anyway. I was trying to make an analogy. We had to talk about my Bearcats bad. This was going down is that with the rankings coming out, I wanted to do a college football ranking of boroughs in New York City. 5 boroughs: Brooklyn, Manhattan, Bronx, Queens, Staten Island. Can we do a college football ranking or a rapper ranking of the boroughs? Who got the best rappers in that shit? You know, we're gonna rank. What's that?
So I did an NCAA tournament.
Okay. I remember that.
For the five boroughs, but the only thing is I included Long Island because there's so many fucking
daylight.
So
gotta be daylight.
So I included daylight, Rockin'. I mean, come on. Yeah, so I included Long Island. So I'll go. So this is how it kind of came out of my page. Manhattan was last. Manhattan was last.
There ain't nobody from Manhattan. It's a Beastie Boy.
Big L.
Yeah.
Big L.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Manhattan, then it was I think the Bronx.
Oh.
Yeah, the Bronx. So the Bronx took a hit, I think, on my page, maybe because of some of the earlier. I don't think people recognize some of the earlier, I don't think they gave enough credit to the earlier Bronx.
Melly Mel and Karis One, Reggie Jackson, and Dave Winfield. That's Karis One and Melly Mel.
Let's do mine though. So all right, so I got Manhattan last. I got. What's the criteria though? We talking like quantity of rappers? Like,
I'm talking about busy. Like for me, Queens. Queens is number 1 for me because it got Nas.
So for me, it was Brooklyn and Queens were 1 and 1A, basically depending on the weed I was smoking.
Yeah.
Like basically, because Queen, I mean, you could argue either way. So for me, it's Queens and Brooklyn as a toss up. I rock heavier with the Brooklyn vibe.
I did.
That's just more my vibe.
Yeah.
Queens niggas.
I love
it. They're a little different, man. They
grimy. I love Queens niggas. Grimy.
The Queens niggas beats.
White Royal Flush. What?
It be snowing around. I be having a shovel when I'm around Queens niggas.
Yeah, Mob. It's just like Queens. I don't know if it comes from the Supreme Team era, them dudes growing up around that, but that fucking early mid-90s Queens shit. I mean,
see, I was more gutter, so that's why I was more. I mean, if I was more of a borough, it'd be Brooklyn. I was more gutter.
Yeah, I feel like that. Because for me, some parts of Brooklyn is like Jersey. I always said if I had to move out of Jersey and move to New York, I would probably move to Brooklyn faster than everywhere else because it's kind of like more settled neighborhood. Whereas like you go to Manhattan, you go to Harlem, there's more apartments, there's more building, there's more concrete.
Right.
There's not too many trees. But when I affiliate myself with a lot of MCs, a lot of them come from Brooklyn. And it's a varied borough. You know what I'm saying? Like you could travel through Brooklyn and you can pretty much see like the 90s in Brooklyn is different from Saratoga Ave. You know what I'm saying? You could go to Crown Heights. You could be all these places are different, and the MCs are different. Whereas in Queens, you could everybody you can tell where everyone's from. So when you hear Queens dude, they all got a similar language and voice style.
Yeah, I love
like, when you hear Mike Geronimo, I can hear P, I can hear Havoc, because they live in the same area. But what's wild about that, you can go to Jamaica and where Lost Boys from, they don't sound nothing like nobody. No, not like none of them. So like when you look at the Bronx, Bronx is always the mecca as far as the hip hop because it started there.
Yeah.
It besides and it's only besides KRS, it's not like a bigger following after him.
Not as many.
They like hold the torch. You know what I'm saying? Like you have Black Sheep, they from uptown, they from up there. You got it's little inkling, dissectables of it, but as far as like in the whole, I would have to say Brooklyn.
Yeah, so I got Brooklyn. I got. Some of the part. I'm gonna be a little partial. I go Brooklyn, Queens by Brooklyn by pubic hair. So Brooklyn, Queens. I'm gonna go Staten.
Yeah, I was about to pull the card from the bottom of the deck. The Wu-Tang card. Wow.
Because that impact can't be understated. I mean,
it can't.
Hey, can you imagine playing spades and you pull out the Wu-Tang card? Wow.
Because listen, New York niggas don't even go to Staten Island. Nobody gave a fuck about Staten Island.
Nope.
I mean, I love Finesse and Quest, but nobody gave a fuck about Staten Island.
Yeah.
Love Force MDs.
Yeah.
Nobody cared about Staten Island.
Time out. Force MDs filmed the movie in Pittsburgh.
Oh, see this? Oh, big up to our show sponsor, Diggable Tees. They make the illest tees, man, on the illest hip hop tees in the fucking planet. Yo, who cared about Staten Island? Nobody. Niggas cared more about Jersey. Jersey had more of an impact in hip hop than Staten Island at that time.
We right next to them.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. That's why, I know people from New York that don't even be like, I ain't never been to Staten Island. I ain't got no reason to go out there.
Yeah.
Staten Island, they put Staten Island on the fucking map, man. You got niggas in Kentucky talking about Shaolin shit. Like, talking about
this TV show is doing that.
Talking about like they from Stapleton and shit. So I gotta go there just with them on the strength of that shit. That W alone is my mom know Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying? Like she's 74. Like she know Wu-Tang. Everybody know Wu-Tang. So, and then the Bronx, only because if we're talking about the impact was huge based on the start, but like as El said, man, carrying the torch. I'm not sure like who really is who's. I can't think of dope Bronx niggas off the top.
Big Pun, maybe. Big Pun had a big impact.
Fat Joe!
But wait, Sans.
Joe!
But wait, let's talk about impact, Sans.
Fat
We can say that. Look, we can say DITC everything, but I'm gonna say this: when Big Pun came, his impact with nobody knowing who he was, just an affiliation with Fat Joe. I'll even say that Juju said it best. To have him on our song as a guest, he bodied that shit so much that he got his own a better deal than anybody could have thought. So his impact and people knowing where he's from, he made a bigger splash than a lot of people who we named. After him that we could say like been in the game for a minute. So even Fat Joe can attest to that to say, damn, when this motherfucker came, I didn't even make an impact so hard. Like the first records. Yeah. So if anybody else, I can say Big Pun problem.
Hey, tomorrow, you can imagine my uncles in Pittsburgh. I have to imagine how my uncles are in Pittsburgh, right? They were bumping Big Pun and how to be a player back in the day. And trust me, they ain't bumping up but the Isley Brothers and Jerry Butler. Some Temptation. But they made it to my uncle's playlist, you know what I mean? So Big Pun was amazing.
So how you feel about so you mentioned Fat Joe, Sam.
Fat Joe to me, I was the only Fat Joe fan when he came. I was in the dorms at the University of Cincinnati. Nobody, they thought I was crazy for listening to Fat Joe. Who the fuck is Fat Joe?
But what about now though?
Longevity. I love the longevity. I'm not bumping all Fat Joe's joints. I don't bump it like I first bumped it. Matter of fact, I was mad at the verses that he didn't do the Primo remix of Represent. I mean, not the Primo remix. Real shit. He supposed to do the Primo remix. So Fat Joe, he has transcended the pop culture, and I understand that. And it's not really hip hop how we love him to do it, but as far as like longevity, like longevity has to mean something. Like that's why for me, LL's my favorite. He's not my favorite rapper, but he's to me the best rapper because he has the longevity. Like LL can hook up with Trey Songz right now over a Q-Tip beat and shut shit down. Take off his shirt and it's a wrap. It's the single in the summer. You feel what I'm saying? So I believe LL can still do that. So for me, that's why I think LL is the greatest. I stopped bumping LL albums probably right.
Not me. I still bump LL shit. I still bump that shit.
Dude, I used to bump LL side A, side B, side A, side B, side A, side B, side A, side B. Mm-hmm. I might bump the song I like now.
I mean, so I longevity, when I evaluate cats, longevity is a big part of it, but to me, it's still got to be dope. Like just hanging around doesn't. I mean, some niggas, I'm like, hang it up, yo. Like, so just hanging around for me. So to me, if your game, like, so when I look at longevity, I'll look at somebody like L, or I'll look at somebody like G-Rap, 54 years old, and still putting out missiles, not just hanging around. So that's the thing. I mean, Fat Joe's still around, but like you just said, you're not really bumping his music. You respect his longevity. Yeah, I respect his longevity, but make some better music then. Like, so that's a hard thing for me. So because I see cats, Red, L, G-Rap, like I said, Mercy P, fucking Cats, all my dudes in Hyro, still like casual, letting out fucking missiles. Yeah. So, like, that's what discourages me, where it's like, okay, anybody can just hang around. A dog just hangs around if you give him some food and throw him some scraps. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody can just hang around. But it's like I respect I'm Brady doing it like that nigga look younger than he did 20 years ago.
Right.
What the fuck this nigga doing? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you can't make me mad.
So, to me, I always say this, like, consistency is a hallmark of excellence. Like, so doing it well anybody can do it well for a few years and then just hang around. You know what I'm saying? And then be a bench player after that. Anybody can have a couple 50 home run years or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But how about like 1,000 yard season here, 1,000, okay, 900, okay, 1,200, and just like, oh, and you like, damn.
Hey, so this is veering off, but I believe me, you, and L all have similar taste in music. I believe that's the quality that we share. So maybe we are the weirdos, and Fat Joe is doing it right by, because he's getting the, trust me, like I said, I'm not bumping Fat Joe. We got more Celine Dion or something. I'm not bumping that. But maybe, I mean, I don't believe this, but this is just a question. Like, maybe we're the weirdos, and being weird ain't wrong. But I'm just saying, like, maybe we're the dudes who are stuck in the '90s, and hip hop has transcended to, again.
I'm about to get you.
Yeah. Like, trust me, dude.
I say this before, and then we probably can move on. I say this for a lot of things that these people are doing right now is only because, and I would believe this to be true, you know, and he kind of said it, you know, when he was on the radio with that last song he put out with the Luther Vandross sample. Yeah. He has to keep up, not say with a lifestyle right now. I believe that he has to still put out music. It can't be not too far from the Nelly and shit type of shit. It can't be too far as Fat Joe, because he I'll give him the most credit in the world, because for a dude that comes from with the taste of music that we know him to come from, I'll give him this. He bogarted his way into a lot of people's world to where he's like, yo, look, y'all might know my music, but I'm also try to dip my toe into this. No different than what we doing here. But he just, because he on a whole other level, he has to still tiptoe that line. I'm sure he could go back right now today and go do a dope ass record that we expect him to do. But because of where he's at right now, I get that. Yeah. And because he comes from where we come from too.
And then stop. So hard for me, yo.
Right.
So what you said made perfect sense. And then respect for that hustle and that grind, because you know he got it, because he comes. So that's why it's hard when cats come. He's Joey Crack, graffiti writer from the Bronx. So to me,
say that.
So that's why it hurts. That's why it's like, damn, son, you know. It's just you know. So, but here's the thing, yo, not to cut you off, but in the end, it's what an artist wants, right? Because here's what I'm seeing. If you want to be super famous, right? If you want to make the crazy bread, you got to do some things, and you got to sound a certain way and look a certain way and act a certain way. You can, but you don't have to do that. If you want to eat and feed your family, keep the lights on, you can do that too, and still stay true to what you really want to do. You can do that because you're doing it. I know a lot of other people that are doing it as well. But in the end, it's on the artist about what they want, man. If you want to blow up, there's only one way to do it. There's only one route, and you gotta kiss some ass, suck some dick, and do some. And I mean, figuratively and maybe literally, but like just you gotta, sell out a little bit. You have more.
Hey, did y'all see the graffiti painting Fat Joe did at Bismarck? Did y'all get to see that?
No.
Yeah.
Him and Tatch Crew, they just put up a Bismarck one.
Oh, word? Was it dope?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yo, listen, I'll tell you guys something funny though. So we're talking about Fat Joe. Showbiz, who I was cool with, like real cool with. I sent him some merch. He rocked this, showed love. I asked him for an interview. He said, I don't do interviews. I'll do anything else you want or whatever. I said, if I send you some gear, would you rock it? He said, word. I sent him a t-shirt and a mug. He was on the page, heavy, chopped it up. You know what I'm saying? About shit, whatever. When the Fat Joe Ja Rule verses came around, I posted the image of the shit, and I was like, who the fuck cares about this shit?
Yeah.
Showbiz came on the page, aired me the fuck out. Nigga, fuck you. He goes, you know we fam. He goes, you know me. He's like, and you know that's family. He's like, what the fuck? Da 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 da. He was like, fuck you, nigga. He blocked me. I mean, whatever. I get it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I can't.
I'll say that them dudes ties run deep, and from what I know about Show, just talking to AG, like Show is a real he ain't in there. Like he a street dude, so like he really, and I think because of their history, it's like Diamond. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Fat Joe gonna always shout out Diamond, but I know all of these dudes in a different light, so I understand him saying that to you. And then look, guess what? And only thing you can do is take it, because that's still his family. So I get it.
Yeah. I mean, what you gonna do? I wasn't mad, yo. I get it. And the thing is, I can't remember. I mean, I'm not gonna be thinking about who's cool with who all the time. That's not my job, man. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say and keep it pushing, and
exactly.
and deal with it. You know what I mean? I can't be worried about and the thing is, honestly, if you gave Show some, my man is whack. Like he you know what I'm saying? He'd be like, he's whack now. Like, I mean, so I don't know. Like, it is what it is. That's family, but it sucks because, I was cool with him and I didn't want to burn that bridge, but it's like,
yeah, you guys.
Not everybody gonna like what you gotta say, man.
Yeah, it's still your opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I don't fuck with him, so. Yeah.
Showbiz. Well, hey, that's the end of the second quarter. We're going to keep it speeding up. And what we're going to do for halftime is a few picks, man. So I'm going to be at y'all brothers for some NFL picks, man. And
okay.
The first game that we're going to go at is the game in Ohio. We got the Ohio Bowl. The Browns versus the Bengals Sunday at 1 o'clock. I'm going with the Bengals too, man. The Browns are going downhill, man. Who you got tomorrow?
I got the Bengals, unfortunately. Baker has one arm, and he wasn't that good with two arms. OBJ hates him. There's drama there. The defense side of the ball is good. Miles, scared as a fucking Godzilla. You know what I'm saying? Kidnap your family. But they're trending downwards, unfortunately, and that's what the Browns do. So I'm used to it.
Got you. Well,
and listen, to give some credit to Cincinnati. Fucking that Chase kid.
hey, that receiver, the receiver they got from LSU, he's off the meat rack.
Chase, that kid is killer. And Burrows bounced back nicely from that fucking horrible injury he had.
That's what Burrows is gonna be nice, man.
He's nice.
He was pissed when they lost that game on Sunday, so we gonna see what they're gonna do this week.
Yeah, he's surprised some people. So I think Cincinnati's gonna put an ass whooping on them. Unfortunately,
the game I'm thinking about is Kansas City, because your boy ain't playing.
No Aaron Rodgers.
No Aaron Rodgers. So they got. I'm like, they just said some dude they just had.
Jordan, the young boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Jordan, yeah, he hasn't played like ever.
Never. So I'm wondering how that's gonna play out.
I think Mahomes is gonna have a fucking field day against the Eagles.
I don't know. I was having a badass year. Like, he's having
He got that magic. He shook up a little bit right now.
He is having a bad year, but I mean, they don't have. I'm just saying. I think Green Bay is going to struggle to move the ball, man. And I think Kansas City's going to be in some good field position. So if I don't think he's going to fuck everything up. He ain't no scrub now. He's having a rough year, but he's still that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So
the mortgage game, though, I believe, is the Titans versus the Rams. The Rams just got Von Miller. That's not the market. Yeah. I think.
What?
Huh?
Yep, they traded for him.
When did that happen?
Von Miller's gone.
Over the weekend.
Yeah, Von Miller is. Yeah. Hey, look, let me go to Von Miller.
Derrick Henry's out.
Yeah, but see, like now, that's Titans might just lose, period, anyway.
They got Adrian Peterson. Here's your man, Von Miller.
Yeah. And what you say about Adrian Peterson?
They picked him up. The Titans picked up Adrian Peterson for him.
He is not fucking playing. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, I think they'll get a little bit more traction with him than they would a younger dude right now. So let's see how that shit works. Wow.
We'll see.
Okay.
He's still hungry.
We got one big college game down south. We got Auburn, number 12, versus Texas A&M, number 13. Couldn't tell you nothing about either team. I just know my
see Auburn play. I think
going with Auburn. What's that?
I saw Auburn play again. I think Auburn gonna win. I saw them play.
Does any team have a black quarterback? Which one has a black quarterback?
Shit, most of them probably all do.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
That's not rare now.
What'd you say?
That's not rare now. That's every damn they got one.
Every college has a black quarterback. But anyway, that's the end of halftime. We're almost done going into the third quarter. Again, let's be quick because Tamal has places to be. Real quick, man, let's answer this. Fitted caps or snapbacks?
All right. Neither. So I say 5 panels only because I got a small head and the other ones look like big blocks on my head. but if I had to pick from back in the days from like an athletic fit, I would say fitted because they just fit. Because back in the day I was able to break them in a little bit better and they fit a little bit better. But I go. So that's me.
What about you, Sensei?
Oh man, okay, so I've done both. And because I sell hats, I've done the fitted hat trying to sell those, and it was all right. But like I didn't have every you gotta have a 7.5,
right.
7.
You always stuck with some bullshit.
Right. So it took me a minute to move those fitted hats, and just they were dope and everything like that, but it was hard to move because size wise, yeah. So I found the snapback that fit and I'm like small. I don't wear the snapback. When I wear it, when I take a picture, I see like it look regular. But I see what somebody else doing, it look regular. But I always feel like small is like big. But I was rocking butt back in the day. That's all we used to rock.
You gotta rock it like a Harlem nigga. You know how to rock it.
Hey.
Harlem niggas had that shit like
Cause my shit, like I was always a baseball hat. Like back in the day, all I had was baseball hat. Yeah. I had every college team, whether it was Arizona. Like I just liked the logo. Whatever logo was built, I was getting it beside the team that I liked. But I would prefer a baseball hat or over a fitted and over a snapback.
Yeah. Well, me personally, I think up until 2 years ago, my philosophy was if it wasn't a hat that the players actually wore on the field, I didn't want it. I didn't want no yellow and purple pirate hat with the orange P. No, it had to be something that players wore on the field, and I had that since high school, dude. But this summer, I saw so many Pittsburgh Pirate and trucker hat snaps. Bro, I'm in the snap game now. I'm in the snap. There's too much out there.
Look, it's better than 50. I mean, to your head. Like I've seen dudes. Yeah. You know, like I don't know about the snapback. When they put it on, like, oh, my head big as hell. I can adjust it. Like, yeah, man, do it. Snapback.
But some of them snapbacks though be like this, cause they be.
I seen niggas taking pictures, man. And I see some of them shits.
Like they should be like this on top of their head, it's like this.
Yo, I can't even do it. Yo, my shit's but back in the day, man, niggas just pull the fitties over their ears though.
Yeah. But that's like with the throwback era. Everybody had.
That's back when, remember Danny Almonte was in the Little League World Series? That's when that was popping. The hats that were, you know what I mean?
Oh, the kid who faked his age in the Little League World Series.
Yeah. They used to have his hats. They used to all have their hats down real. They were from the Bronx. They was a Bronx.
Yeah, I remember that.
He was like 19 pitching in the Little League World Series.
Smoking.
Ew. So it looks like the snapbacks won that round. Okay, we're out of the third quarter, heading into the fourth quarter, running it down, and I want to talk about the Black Bears. I was watching CNN.
There's a lot.
Of course, Pittsburgh, we got our first Black Bear, Ed Gainey, and that's great. But man, it's just like I'm flicking the channel, New York, and then there's a Black mayor here, Black mayor. Of course, it's not the president, it's not anybody in Congress.
But isn't it a female in Ohio named Chantel? I see something like that.
Bro. Did y'all see the mayor of St. Louis with the gunshots?
No.
What? Okay, the mayor of St. Louis, his sister. She's giving a little press conference. Pop, 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 pop in the background, but she didn't. I flinched. I didn't even hear the gunshot. She was like, she's like, I'm the only mayor who was born in North Philly, raised in North Philly, and not Philly, St. Louis, and still lives in North St. Louis. So I hear gunshots as like a lullaby every night, me and my son.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so for me to hear a gunshot, that's nothing. That's what I'm conditioned to hear. I was like, baby. Yeah, the mayor of St. Louis, she on something, you know what I mean? So anyway, man, it's just great to see the representation. Some of it could be symbolism, I'm sure, but it's just great to see brother, like, I live in Baltimore now. Black mayor, it's been like the last 5 mayors been black now. Of course. It's just like out here, but to see it in Pittsburgh, dude, like how we talked earlier.
I was blown away.
That's a long way.
But here's the thing, like, you make a good point. It's almost better that it's on this level. The local shit is what impacts us the most anyway, in a lot of ways. So it's the local and state and the county and stuff. So these are the laws. Like, okay, is marijuana decriminalized in Pittsburgh? Yes. Okay, that affects me. Like, my shit ain't never changed from no fucking president. My shit will change from some local laws when they decriminalized weed in Philly. That shit changed my life. So if anything, these elections are actually critical because these are the shits that impact the day-to-day lives of people. You know what I'm saying? More so than some of the big foreign policy shit. You know what I mean?
And I think that if
you watch with John Fetterman,
if people understood that a lot of people don't vote because they don't think that they're gonna get what they need from, like you said, the higher up. But they don't realize that the councilman dude that turned into be the mayor, like here in East Orange where I live, Ted Green, these people live in the neighborhood and you see them. These are the people that's gonna be in these offices with these bigger people to tell them like, yo, look, this is what's happening in the hood. Like, we need this shit done. A lot of people do not realize that. That's how for us here, when Fat Ass Christie, when he got in, that's how he got it. He snuck in where people just like, all right, we happy with Barack. Like, yo, nah, we gotta go. Cause now here comes this big white dude about to fuck shit up. And that, like, that whole 2010 was a debacle because people, I think once they saw that, they was like, you know what, look, y'all gotta understand, your one vote, cause look what we're going through right now. Two motherfuckers still at a standstill. Murphy might win, but we shouldn't be pulling it out by nose hair. This shit is like critical. So I always tell my friends, like, don't think your shit don't matter. It matters even more now because you're older. You should be like, fuck that. I want this, that, and the third. You ain't getting it up there first. It's where you in your neighborhood start.
Yo, hold on. I know this is left field. We're gonna get out of here because you gotta go. But did y'all see the QAnon people in Dallas, Texas?
Yeah.
Waiting for JFK to come from the day.
They wait for JFK's son to come back and meet them there. He been dead since 1999, and them people stood in there. And yo, it was one person left. He was like still there at night. I was like, what's going on, man?
Hey, hold on, man. I might wait for Vanity to come back. I might stand in that line. I'm cool. That's who they want. I'm gonna stand in the Vanity and Dorothy Danger's line. wait for that resurrection.
Incredible. I mean, it's just like, this is what we're dealing with. We are dealing with people who are dumb. These people are not smart.
With that being said, Sensei, I don't mean to cut you off, but I know we on time limit. It's 7:51 and we almost done. No, it's 7:51 and we is done. That's word. Hey, check it out. The game is over. My man Tamal, he hit about 8 threes, clutch threes. The clock was ticking. He ran a few short downs, kicked a few soccer balls. You know what I mean? And hit a couple home runs, man. So I want to thank you for taking the time to come on the show with me. I just want to send an RIP up my man Elder Sensei's way in Newark to Dancing Earl for the New Jersey
Devils. Staple right there.
Yeah. If you into hockey, Dancing Earl was big time in New Jersey, and he passed. They call him the King of New Jersey, the King of Newark, the King of Newark. So
that's crazy. That's crazy.
And hockey.
And I don't fuck. So here's the thing, I don't fuck with hockey, but I fuck with sports. And so if you grew up watching the Sports Center, you just saw the highlights, right? Because they showed the dope shit. So I used to see Scott Stevens wrecking niggas like this. Laying niggas out like back in the day when niggas were fighting shit. Like the Devils was the fucking shit. Like I didn't know
we got chips, brother. We got chips.
Yep.
Them niggas would, this cat would just come through like Grim Reaper, just whoop, just head off, That was, I fuck with some. The only thing I don't fuck with is golf, man. I mean, I respect the skill, but I can't watch that shit.
Hey, I can't watch it really too much, but I picked it up this summer, and I played a lot of fucking golf this summer, dude.
Can you watch like 3 hours of it straight?
No. Okay, but guess what though? I need to. You look at my game, or you need to watch some golf. You need to watch all 4 majors. I need to watch all. But check it out. When Tiger was playing, I could watch it. When Tiger Woods was playing. But I'm not watching all these white dudes. I don't know. I can't.
You think Tiger Woods is gonna come back?
Nope.
Nah, dude.
He just need to take his. I mean, I would want to see him beat Nicholas record, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, he
was on that trajectory though. After that fucking shit, man, with the wife shit, man.
Look, get the Dr. Umar face out. Yeah, you must be the white dude. Hey, sister, before I get in trouble, man. Hey, man, what you got on outro, bro?
Hey, look, I'm just gonna tell y'all, this is about to be show season. Trying to hit the road in December. Trying to get these shows going on. Me and Jake Palumbo will be on the road, trying to get some things popping. But man, still same issue with the Artifact record, pressing, COVID, Germany, everything wrong. So we all on hold. But other than that, I'm just steady working in the studio.
No doubt. Well, brother Tamal, man, we appreciate you taking the time and kicking with us, man. Can you tell people how to get in touch with you, where to check you out on the social sites, what you got coming up, please?
We got a bunch of things coming up next week. Well, in 6 minutes. If you want to rock with us, we got Brother Jay, Constant Elevation Show. That's our 10th episode. We're going to be talking about production, pre and post pandemic. And we're also going to break down the KRS-One Big Daddy Kane verses. Next week, we got Neek the Exotic. Following week, we got Wordsworth. Following week, we got West Coast Papa Boogie Frantic. And then it's back to Brother Jay again. Cat out the bag a little bit. I got a weekly show starting. Hopefully in a few months, live in studio with Fourth Disciple because he's here in Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah. Tell what's up.
And I got an event I'm doing with Fourth and Killer Priest here in a couple of weeks. So
hey, you ever go to Steubenville?
Well, I haven't gone there yet.
Yeah, enjoy that trip. Well, hey yo, this is Jay Sands. That's Elder Sensei. That's Jamal carrying the culture.
Appreciate you, man.
Sensei.
I appreciate you.
It's Sensei on Sports, y'all. Yo, hey, it's Sensei on Sports, Season 3. Peace.
Yeah.